Today, I'm going to run through a full day of eating and training because I feel like every time I do one of these, it's on a Saturday when it's kind of like my if it fits your macros day, when I end up having like beef burgers, wedges, even maybe a cider or a beer in the sun. I'm just like, can I really put this content out? So in this video, I'm going to show you my usual full day of eating on a training day, and I'm training legs today. So for the first meal, this is what we have. So we've got 120 grams of oats, 1 banana, 30 grams of whey protein, 50 grams of Greek yogurt, 50 grams of blueberries, and 25 grams of 85% dark chocolate. This is my pre-workout meal. I've actually already done 1 hour of PT, and I've had a cancellation for this hour, which is a little bit annoying, I can't lie. So what I did to utilise my time as best I can before I got in my pre-workout meal was I did some calves, because you know what, everyone's calves need some work. So 3 sets on the seated calf raise machine, and then I just did 3 sets of a cable ab crunch. And then I've got another client, so whilst I'm training my next client, this food will be digesting, and it'll be time to train legs. So I'm not going to go into too much detail of this session because, to be honest, it wasn't that exciting. But obviously, bear in mind, I've already done my calves and my abs. So starting off now with a lying leg curl, prone leg curl, just 3 sets there, top set 8 to 10, 2 back off 10 to 15. Then I went into a hip hinge, and I was really feeling the lack of sleep. So 185 for a set of 6. It's pretty much like pulling from the floor, to be honest, with how I set it up. But anyway, then went through a leg extension, but the gym is having the pads replaced, so I'm basically just like smashing my shins up here. So I had to do lighter weight, higher reps. Not ideal. And the last thing I did was a pendulum squat, and I forgot to film it. So there you go. Anyway, on with the next meal. Time to eat. Thank God, because I am absolutely starving. That is the story of my life. I'm either hungry or tired. So, post-workout meal, what we've got, 2 bagels, 220 grams of chicken breast, 30 grams of half-fat cheese. We've got a little bit of lettuce and a couple of tomatoes. And I've also got this like knockoff Fanta fruit twist, but 0 sugar. So that is a bit of a treat. Aspartame ain't gonna kill you, at least I hope not, because I have probably a bit too much of it. So yeah, I'm gonna whack this down. So the plan of action for today is a little bit different from most Tuesdays. I'd normally be in the gym till 4 o'clock today training clients, but June, July, August for PT, the summer months, it dries up a little bit because people are just on holiday. So what I do is not just chill, because you know, if I want to get anywhere in life, I need to like actually utilize my time well. I'm just going to be making content, so editing this video as I film it. I'm going to create a few YouTube shorts, reels, TikToks, all that kind of stuff. Also, what I'm going to do is enjoy the sunshine to get a bit of vitamin D, and just to break my day up a little bit, because what I end up doing is making content all day and just spending like 6 to 8 hours straight in front of my MacBook. And you know what, I can't lie, I'm not exactly breaking the internet with views, and I just feel like I should probably enjoy myself a little bit more, break my day up, do things I want to do rather than just like being a slave to social media algorithms. Anyway, with expenditure goals at the minute, with steps and stuff, I'm not really monitoring it too much. I've had a look on my health app thing on my iPhone, and I'm averaging around 8K every day for like the last few months. So that's where it's naturally falling. So when I'm in a gaining phase or maintenance phase or whatever, I'm not too strict on my steps. I don't like having them too high during these phases, just so that when I go into a fat loss phase, I've then got that tool to use to help with fat loss. Also, you know what? I need to decide what I actually want to do this year. Like, I was thinking, I'm going Cyprus in September. Like, should I get shredded for that? And then I thought to myself, like, what is the point other than like social media purposes, which I don't think is actually going to make a massive difference to traction in the grand scheme of things anyway. Like, yeah, I could probably get more shredded than last year, and that would be pretty cool, but what I'm actually getting out of that. Like, if I go on holiday really lean, all that happens is that I'm constantly thinking about food. It actually ruins my holiday. I'm a little bit worried about piling on body fat, although you tell yourself not to worry. So I'm potentially thinking of, instead of getting shredded, is slowly keep gaining for a little while until like August, and then do like a 4 to 6 week mini cut and go to Cyprus kind of like not shredded, but somewhat lean, but still not even that lean, and just, I don't know, this sounds a bit wishy-washy, but basically just so I can still keep progressing in the gym. Because for me, like, being shredded, yeah, it's cool, it looks good on photos, it looks good on reels and stuff like that, but you know what, my love for training just goes in the bin. And you know what, I know if I want to keep improving my physique right now, I'm on the right path, because I'm getting stronger all the time on movements I've not been this strong at. So if I can actually commit to this for a few more months, I'll actually see like a change in my physique. Because you know what, let's be honest, as a natural, you're gonna have to go through these phases of not liking the way you look to actually improve. Basically, right, to translate all of that waffle, what I want is to be shredded all the time. So that kind of helps with social media, gives me more opportunities. But then realizing if I'm like that, I can't progress my physique and enjoy training. What I've realized is that it's either one or the other. And what I'm probably gonna favor is actually enjoying training, progressing, and not just staying the same forever. And then I can just like, I don't know, have periods where I am actually very lean. I don't know, mate, this is just the natty struggle, you know what I mean? No wonder everyone just takes gear and speeds their results up by like 400%. You know what? I don't want to do that, but what I do want is another meal. So let's make up the third meal. Is it the third meal? I don't even know. The next meal. So what we're going to need for this meal is 250 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt, 80 grams of pineapple, 45 grams of this protein granola, and finally 80 grams of some mixed berries. All right. Not long got out of the shower, by the way, because I got pretty hot and sweaty just off like a half an hour walk. Anyway, this meal is pretty decent. It's a staple in my diet, whether I'm bulking or cutting. Just tastes good, decent macros are good. You can adjust if you want it high calorie or low calorie pretty easily. And yeah, I enjoy it.
2 hours later.
Right, so a couple of hours have passed and it's time for the next meal and I am starving again. Shock. We've got 400 grams of white potato. You know, that's almost like half a kilo of potatoes. Like you do that stuff when you're dieting. And here's me doing it in a bulking phase. Anyway, 40 grams of half fat cheese sprinkled on the potatoes. We've got a tin of tuna and we've got 80 grams of peas and 50 grams of sweet corn. But yeah, you know what? I might not time-lapse me eating it because I want to watch YouTube. So yeah, see ya soon. In a couple of hours for my last meal, I'm gonna have these bad boys. So some blueberry Wheaties. They are pretty decent. But you know what? I'm not going to film that meal because I am going to be editing for the next couple of hours and the time is already 20 to 8 and I better get a move on. So yeah, calories for today will be around 3,400. With the cereal, that'll bump it up a little bit. Protein for the day is around 220 grams. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you in the next video.